Hello, this is Dr. Zek. Today I'm going to be giving you 10 money mistakes that could be ruining your financial progress. I'll also be giving some recommendations of how you can avoid those mistakes. Mistake number 1, spending money on liabilities. Don't spend too much money on big cars. If you're not yet reached financial freedom, you need to have an economic car. Fuel is getting more and more expensive every day. So it's not economic to have big cars, especially for day-to-day runnings. If you're using active money to buy fuel for the 4x4s, that's a big mistake. If you are using passive income, that is money that you don't have to actively work for, then that's okay because you've reached most of your financial goals. But if you're still struggling financially, I recommend that you buy a smaller car, economic car, Toyota Corolla, Nissan Sunny, those small cars. Big cars are not only expensive to buy, but they're also very uneconomic. You end up spending half of your pay or 3/4 of your pay on buying fuel or on maintaining those vehicles. Good. You can also use public transport. There's nothing embarrassing about using public transport. Mistake number 2, your expensive taste. Some people have got very expensive taste. Everything they buy is expensive. They follow trends. If you're in the habit of following trends, you're in big financial trouble. Especially if you haven't reached your financial goals yet, you have to be frugal. Someone could be buying an iPhone every year. With each release of a new iPhone, they go straight into buying that. That is a mistake. Don't follow trends because that's how sellers get you. Gambling and Ponzi schemes. It is a big mistake to waste money on gambling. You might win here and there when you are gambling, but it's not a guarantee. It's not a good financial strategy to rely on gambling. In fact, I don't recommend anyone to gamble. That's not a good habit at all. Avoid the Ponzi schemes, the pyramid schemes. They are trending these days. Financial investments that are dubious. People fall into that trap of parting their money when they are promised that 10 times, 20 times return on their investment. I've been warning people about these schemes for a long time. I even put a whole section in my book about pyramid schemes. But the problem is we don't have a culture of reading, so not many people even got that advice. A lot of people were scammed by the Ponzi schemes and they lost thousands of dollars, some millions. Another mistake is spending money on bad habits. Alcohol, drug abuse, smoking. Those are very expensive habits. I understand some people get into bad habits like smoking early ages of their lives and they get addicted and it becomes very difficult to break the addiction. My recommendation is try to find ways of breaking the addiction. Try to find ways of quitting smoking. Keep trying. I know it's difficult, but keep trying. If you calculate how much each cigarette costs and how many cigarettes you smoke a day, find out how much money you're losing every month, let alone every year. You realize that that's a lot of money. I was doing some calculations with a friend who does smoke, and we realized that he loses a lot of money per year due to smoking habits. As soon as he realized how much he was spending, he started his program of quitting smoking, which is good for his health as well. Good for his pocket, good for his health. So some habits are not worth spending money on. Drugs, this is no brainer. There's nothing good about drugs. It's common knowledge. I don't have to explain anything on drugs. Drugs are bad. Drugs ruin your life. And drugs are also very expensive. Alcohol, drink moderately. Everything done in moderation is okay. Over drinking is bad for your health, it's bad for your pocket, bad for your career. Over drinking is bad for your business as well. So habits like that, they can be stopped. Don't be an alcoholic. Weddings and parties. A lot of people spend too much money on weddings. Of course, it's a special day. But remember, it's only one day. It's a one-day event. Weddings are a liability. It's okay to have a wedding, but lavish weddings are not worth it. Do not spend too much money on lavish weddings. What is rhetorical about it is some spend too much money on weddings, and then a few weeks down the line, they're already filing for a divorce. Do not spend money on parties. Some people are like party animals. They are partying every weekend. They are partying every day. If you are still trying to make financial progress, you're not going anywhere. You're not going far. When you're partying every day, it means you're also spending whatever you're supposed to be saving and investing. Avoid partying like animals. Avoid partying too much. Financial illiteracy. Some people just can't get it. You've got to work on your personal development. You've got to understand how money works. That is financial literacy. I did a video on financial literacy. If you haven't watched that, I suggest that you go and watch that to learn about what you need to know about finance, how to make money, how to spend it, and how to invest it to multiply, how to invest it in real things like real estate, like buying land and creating generational wealth. That is financial literacy. Some people neglect that part of their life. They don't understand how money works, so they don't make much financial progress. This takes me to the next point: failing to invest. Some people don't have an idea of how to invest. Take it upon yourself to learn how investment is done. Avoid those Ponzi schemes I've just talked about. Avoid the pyramid schemes. Avoid gambling, but do proper investments that you understand. Buying of shares, stock market, investing in real estate, buying land, buy things that have good value, buy farms. The next thing that people waste money on is women and men. As simple as it is, never spend money on prostitutes. It's not worth it. It doesn't only ruin you morally, but it also destroys your pockets. In this day and age, we shouldn't be talking about these things, but if you want to ruin your business, if you want to ruin your life, if you want to slow down your financial progress, be careless. Negligence and carelessness. Some people end up paying maintenance or child support. It's not bad to support your children, but if you just go about making children without any plan, then you can't make any meaningful financial progress. If you want a family, you look after your children well, because they'll also look after you when you need them. Subscriptions. Some people spend money on every subscription they can think of or they can find. Most of the things that they subscribe to, they don't even use. For example, some people spend money on gym membership, which they never use. On Netflix, they use just barely minimally. You know, business people are very clever. They hoodwink you into anything to subscribe, so that they'll keep reminding you, sending messages, reminding you of new things on the market, new products, and everything, promotions. And you think that they like you so much that they remembered you. That is not for your benefit, that is for them. That is them who benefit. The business people are very clever. Sales people are very clever. You should be clever too. You should be the one who is doing the marketing and getting the money. So it's up to you, being the seller or being the buyer. If you're buying everything from everyone, then you'll make very little financial progress. The other thing is procrastination. Some people love to procrastinate everything. You just say, I'll do this next time, I'll do this next time. Next time will never come. If you think of a project, it is always better to get on your feet and do it straight away, implement. Don't spend too much time on planning, endless planning. You need to start implementing. You need to start taking action. Take time to plan, yes, but do not spend most of the time just planning. It's better to implement and make mistakes and restart, regroup, reset, start again, than to keep planning endlessly and hopelessly. That is not going to help you. Take action and start implementing the plan. I hope you've learned something out of this. I hope you're going to implement what you've learned. I hope you enjoy the content. Press the like button if you like the content, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. This is Dr. Zeg signing out.